The Premier League is losing a piece of its history. Everton, who are currently 16th in the Premier League, are only 2 points above the relegation zone with 7 games left to play. And after 2 consecutive near misses in the previous 2 seasons, it's looking now more than ever that Everton might face relegation. But I am already hearing some of you, football clubs get relegated every single season. 3 in fact in the Premier League alone. And it's not like Everton are part of the Big Six, so what's the big deal? And for you to understand the significance of this potentially happening, we first need to look at the history of Everton. A club that was a founding member of the very first Football League all the way back in 1888 and was crowned champions of England a total of 9 times. Everton has become part of the very fabric of English football at the highest level, especially in the Premier League era, as they've never been relegated in 22 years. Most football fans around my age started watching football around 2005, 2006, and for that reason, we remember Everton for being a club that would finish in the top half of the Premier League every single season, especially in the late 2000s. And when we think of players that played for Everton in that era, we think of Tim Cahill, Tim Howard, Marwan Fellaini, the South African baller Steven Pienaar, and of course Arsenal's current manager, Mikel Arteta. They were essentially a good side, a team that was very difficult to face and was always kind of creeping just below those European spots, almost making it into the Champions League and the Europa League. So at this point, you're probably wondering, where the hell did it all go wrong? Back in 2016, British-Iranian businessman Fahad Mosheri, I know, sounds French, arrived at Everton with promises to invest and to take the club to the next level, promising the Everton fans, I will give them whatever I have. The guy was absolutely loaded and had an even richer business partner in Alisher Usmanov, who, on the name alone, I assume is somehow friends with Roman Abramovich. However, things were not as rosy as what they seemed. Mosheri received more than 400 million euros from Usmanov's companies in the run-up to the Russian billionaire being sanctioned due to Russia's invasion of Ukraine, which raised quite a bit of questions about the financial relationship between the two businessmen. Fast forward just 6 years later to March of 2023, and Mosheri agreed to sell his 94% stake of Everton for an undisclosed fee. And to make matters even worse for the Merseyside club, 3 out of 4 board members resigned from their posts. This came just days after Everton's final day win against Bournemouth in order to avoid relegation. Things were clearly getting worse, which to some extent is understandable given the issues with ownership as well as the aftermath of the COVID-19 pandemic. Now that leaves us with the most important factor in all of this and why this season might actually be the year that Everton get relegated. That's right, we need to talk about the elephant in the room, the Premier League's profitability and sustainability rules. You see, back in November of 2023, Everton were given the harshest penalty ever for breaking financial fair play rules, receiving a 10-point deduction. 10 points! That is 3 wins and a draw. And if you don't think that's a lot, please ask any club that has faced relegation the last few seasons, or Jurgen Klopp what 10 points would have meant for his club back in 2018. To simplify why this punishment took place, Premier League clubs are only allowed a maximum loss of 105 million euros over a period of 3 years. Seeing that Everton lost 124.5 million euros, there was ultimately a breach of 19.5 million euros. Hence the point deduction. 5 months later, and Everton are deducted a further 2 points for breaking the Premier League's profitability and sustainability rules, dropping them below Brentford to 16th place with just 27 points, which is only 2 points above 18th place Luton. Being just 2 points above the relegation zone with this run of 7 league fixtures still to be played, it's probably going to be a very stressful month for Everton fans. Honestly, this relegation dogfight this season is probably as good as the title race this season. And there you have it, guys. One of the Premier League's and England's most historic clubs could be condemned to the Championship next season. And who knows, Manchester United could profit and buy Jared Branthwaite for 20 million euros. That would be an absolute dream. Comment below whether you think Everton will survive the drop or not, your reasons why. And I don't know, do you think that this could be a good thing for the Premier League? Would you rather see Luton in the Premier League next season? Let me know. I've been Emilio from Pitch Invaders. If you enjoyed this video, then be sure to drop a like and subscribe to the channel. There'll be plenty more Premier League videos coming out, as well as content related to the Euros, which I think is just about 60 odd days away, and you definitely don't want to miss out on that. And if you ever sat and asked yourself, what game changed Cristiano Ronaldo's career? Then be sure to click on this video. I'll catch you guys in the next one.